Welcome to the Homegroup podcast, where we discuss everything addiction, recovery, mental health. I am Flip.
And I am Luke. Our generation of men, you're not allowed to have feelings.
We're going to talk about things that are uncomfortable, things that are scary, because when you talk about it, you take away its power.
The only thing that's going to keep me clean is me not wanting to be who I was then.
We was in the trenches, now look how we out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
to
to another episode of the Homegroup podcast. I am Flip. Clean date, April Fool's, 2016.
Ooh. Knockout. TKO.
In the spirit of the Mike Tyson thumbnail.
Yeah. Got that left hook.
Yeah.
And I'm Luke. Clean date, October 11th, 2017. Classic. You feeling lucky, punk? Huh?
Dang. I'm waiting for you to bust out the old school six-shooter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the old Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that for quite some time. Episode 30.
Episode 30.
This is a big... How did we get here?
I cannot believe we even made it to episode 30.
I swear we've talked about two things, but there's no way we've done 30 episodes and talked about two things. Because all I remember is you doing butthole drawings and bear butt worms. That's it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why they both have to do with buttholes, but that's just what I remember. That's it.
And wieners.
Wieners. Can't
Those
forget
are-
the wieners.
Buttholes next door neighbors.
Yeah. They do share a space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like neighbors in a duplex.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just a thin wall separating the two. Just a thin wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of nuts. So stupid, dude.
The stupidest.
What the fuck?
I have no idea. Episode 30, this is major for us.
Episode 30. Let's go.
I know. So what's going on? How you feeling? Because I feel like when we did the thumbnail and you said Mike Tyson and you were dead, I feel like that was a metaphor for how you're actually feeling, minus the Mike Tyson.
I'm drowning. So I see one new and she like me. I'm drowning. Yeah. I am drowning. And the cool thing about those lyrics are you sent them to me while I was locked up. And I'll never forget it.
There it is.
You sent me those lyrics and you sent me some other lyrics. I was like, hey, bro.
I need some lyrics.
I need some lyrics. I don't know why that was like a thing for me.
It was a thing for me when I was in jail,
like the only thing I really had going for me. I was just compiling lyrics to songs while I was locked up.
Yeah. Have you ever,
made weapons?
No, I was going to say tried to have somebody of the strong Caucasian background send you lyrics. And what I mean by that is I tried to have my mom send me lyrics one time.
Oh, yeah.
And you wouldn't believe how my mom spelled Young Jeezy.
Oh.
I said, will you send me these lyrics from Young Jeezy? And she said, absolutely, no problem, son. And she sent me a recipe for blueberry muffins by Jiffy.
Yeah. Dude, no, I asked my mom to send me those lyrics. You weren't the first person that I asked.
No, of course not.
I asked my mom to send me those lyrics, and she was like, Lucas, this is not good.
Oh.
Have you listened to those songs? Because it's not conducive to recovery. And then I said, hey, Mom, can you look up how to spell Toon Squad for me? And she said, yeah, TOONSQUAD. And it was wrong. And I got it tattooed on me.
That didn't age well.
No, but I'm playing on the Mandela effect thing.
Yeah. I mean,
So
you're like all in.
I know I'm in, so like it's fitting that I would have a Mandela effect tattooed on me.
Yeah.
So what I could do is just keep it going, dog. I could just be a walking Mandela effect until eventually people are like, hey, I thought it's just you sitting here. I thought there was another guy. Does nobody remember? Everybody's in the chat. Does nobody remember another guy? Wasn't his name like Larry or something with an L? Was it Luke? You know what I mean?
Until you actually
It's like, what?
turn into a Mandela effect.
I turn into Nelson Mandela.
Wow.
Or whatever. I don't know.
Is that what he did?
I went. I don't know. I thought. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like when I think of like, I don't know him personally. I mean, I don't know like Jeffrey the butler personally either. But when I think of Nelson Mandela, I think of Jeffrey a little bit.
Okay. So you remember how I tell you when sometimes you get yourself like you start digging yourself in a hole?
Was that a weird thing that I just said?
You keep digging.
Was that a weird thing?
Referring one of the most iconic figures in African American history to a butler, Jeffrey the butler.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jeffrey the butler's one of the most iconic figures.
Well, although now that I think about it, because when you said Jeffrey the butler, I figured you were just talking about like a guy, a butler. But
Yeah.
then when you said Jeffrey the butler, I pictured Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
And
that's him.
no, complete opposites. Nelson Mandela was at least 6 feet tall. Jeffrey the butler was about 4'5". Shout out Jeffrey the butler. He's going to be on episode 62. We're super excited about that.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to get
He's going to sit right here.
Bro, he was not that short.
Yeah, he was, dude.
Okay, and
He looked up
bro,
to
who
Carlton.
are you, dude?
He looked up to I would know.
You
Those are my people.
WebMD.
Those are my people. Short people.
WebMD.
If
What's
I
the
ever-
other one?
Wikipedia?
Nah, there's another one. IMDb. WMBA.
Yep.
You are
WNBA.
I am legend.
You are WNBA. Yes. Yes, you are. Oh, God. Well, this is off to a classic start for episode 30.
Shout out Brittany Griner, man.
Made it
You know what
back.
I mean?
Made it back from Russia.
Made it back.
Can you, and this is what I can't figure out for the life of me, okay? And I'm sure this is where you tell me that you're 4.5% Russian.
2%.
Okay.
2%.
Why are Americans still traveling to Russia? Because I feel like every time I look on the news, somebody else got like detained for like having a ballpoint pen.
Oh, it's the Wild West out there, boy. It's the
Listen,
those are the red streets, dog.
when
Those are the original Bloods out there.
well, here's the thing: we know how bad jail is. You know how bad prison is in the United States of America, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
But this is
yes, I do.
This is what I want to. The question that I want to pose: can you fathom what jail is like in a country that doesn't like Americans?
For an American,
Listen,
and we're not talking about like dislike, like some people does. Some people are like lactose intolerant. They can't drink milk. We're talking about like it's a hatred,
like a hatred, right?
Yeah,
I
like
was,
the word moist,
or in your
cusp, anything that starts with a C, cusp, custard, kernel mustard. You know what I mean? What is it? There's a catnip. I don't like the.
okay. Okay.
I don't like snare drums.
Okay.
I don't like, you know what I mean? I
think you like a snare.
I don't like the sound a lock makes when you lock it.
Well, no, none. We don't. No more locked doors. When I was a line cook at Bonefish, I had the grill cook. His name was John, and he was this big, massive Viking-looking dude. Right?
Yeah.
He had the long beard,
Yeah.
the shaved head,
Yeah.
flame tattoo on his neck.
Oh, I thought you were going to say head. I was like, that's my brother. You're talking about Jay Grant right now, dude.
Tattoo, just a massive human being,
Yeah.
right? Ended up being one of the nicest guys ever,
of course.
right? And unfortunately, when I worked there, I left Sarasota to move to Lakeland because Sarasota was a problem, right? That's why I was getting high, was because Sarasota.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was
And
your
so
surroundings for sure.
I went to Lakeland and got a job as a line cook, which, automatically equals success.
Right.
And anyway, I started smoking weed, and I was getting weed from this dude, right?
Naturally.
And I'm smoking with him one time, and he said, "You ever been arrested?" I said, "Yeah, man." I said, "A handful of times, He said, "Yeah, me too." And he hit the blunt, and I said, "What's that mean?" He said, "Well, Senior year in high school, I had a football scholarship. Just about to go to college as a summer. Me and my buddies take a trip to Jamaica. And I tried to smuggle back weed. And I got caught at the airport. And I was in Jamaican jail for 18 months.
Jamaican jail?
Dirt floors.
Oh, I was thinking like
dirt floors.
Like fruit, a lot of fruit and like
dirt floors.
Like
and
those little hangy beads on the doors and stuff.
There's something about a grown Viking of a man.
Yeah.
That when he tells you the story, the lip quivers.
Your lip or his lip?
His lip.
His lip was quivering. And then your lip was quivering.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to look at a big guy.
Yeah.
With their lip quivering, and then you're not You're not.
Yeah. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? He said,
yeah.
Just some things I'd rather not talk about. Dirt floors.
What does that? And then he didn't tell you some stuff. What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Oh, Rastaclot. God bless. God bless. Dog.
Yeah, dude. Butt stuff.
Is that what we're talking about right now? Because I'm going butt stuff.
Yeah,
my head's going butt stuff.
You were thinking it. I was thinking it.
Well, 100%.
They know. Our people know.
Yeah.
That if there's ever a time where there's something that's unspoken.
Yeah.
It's automatically one of two things, and either one they have to turn down the volume because somebody might hear it. And you know what I mean? Like their significant other might be walking by and they might be in the living room on the laptop watching this.
Yeah.
And they might just like glance up and be like, oh, they're watching a podcast. And then they walk by and then they hear butt stuff and then they stop like, well, what's going on here?
Well, there's never a question like, are these guys thinking about butt stuff right now?
It's all butt stuff.
It's butt stuff and wieners.
That's it. That's it.
And a little bit of recovery sprinkled in to the mix.
We lied because I think in the intro we say, we're going to talk about life. We should have said we're going to talk about wieners and butt stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Guys aren't really allowed to talk about butt stuff and wieners.
But nonetheless, my point being is like, I bet you Brittany Griner went through some ish.
Butt stuff. Not in like a...
But like in Russian jail, they don't like us. Isn't that right? They don't like us.
Well, why do you say that though? I was writing this whole... No, but now that I think about it, you convinced me that they don't like us.
Yeah,
so like
Mandela
I've been
effect.
writing this whole idea that Russians hate me since you said it.
Well, they don't hate you because you're 2%. So you're technically like...
I'm in.
Yeah.
I have a confession. I'm not 2% Russian. I'm not. I'm zero. I'm actually negative 2% Russian.
Oh, yeah, they hate you. They hate you. No, they probably don't hate us, but they don't like us.
I mean, that's like saying, like, do you hate Russians?
No. I think they, as a matter of fact, Bad Boys 2, okay?
That's what did it?
Bad Boys 2, the Russian bad guy.
Yeah.
Because they had the Spanish bad guy, but then they had like the like lower bad guy who's the Russian dude, and he's in a bunch of stuff, and I love him so much, and I'd look it up on my phone. But there's something that is super gangster, super scary about a Russian dude and his accent.
A Russian mob boss, like that one guy on the shorts. That's like the ex-Russian mob boss, and he gives like life advice.
He's like chills.
The quietest man in the room is the strongest man in the room. Quit being a bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit like that. Stop talking so much.
He's like, you want to talk about facing your fears?
Yeah.
Imagine your comrade.
Yeah.
Being drained of his blood in front of you like a pig.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. And you're just like, and it just goes to black, and I'm like, wait, what? What? I thought this was daily inspiration.
I just wanted to fucking have a good set at the gym.
Oh my God.
Now I can't stop thinking about...
Now this guy who might be Russian's looking at me, and I think he knows that I know.
He knows that I know the tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't think I think you were That was like a preemptive thing you were
Battle
thinking of.
cruiser is operational. Sorry.
Is that Armageddon?
No, that was a video game I used to play. They had a ship. It was a battle cruiser, and every time you send it out, it said, battle cruiser is operational.
Would you just leave the holes to me, buddy? Okay, Stanley Yelnats at your service.
We both can't be in the hole.
Stanley Yelnats. You remember Holes?
Oh, God. I watched that with Jordan.
Was it the first time you watched it or no?
Yeah.
I read the book.
I bet you the book was fire.
So good.
Love books.
So good. But the movie did it justice.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf, man.
Kissing Kate Barlow.
You know who else did justice? Stanley Ipkiss. The Mask. Shout out Jim Carrey. Stanley Ipkiss.
I said keys, not cheese. Yeah. Milo. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
What an actor, dude. We just watched The Grinch last night. We were decorating Christmas.
Really cool name is the bad guy from The Mask.
That dude has an impeccable jawline.
It's crazy.
Have you seen him lately?
That dude can slice a piece of paper in half.
Listen.
By looking at it.
That was a good-looking dude in The Mask. Like, you're like, I want to hate him, but he's, like, handsome.
Dorian.
Yeah,
bro.
And I saw him recently. What show was it? We were watching a show, and he was on it. Boy, he didn't age well.
Botox. That's just plastic surgery. Well. It's tough, man, because you think that you're like doing good and you're just seeing the progression of it, but then when somebody hasn't seen you in a while, it's shocking.
Yeah.
How much your face gets altered with like plastic surgery and shit like that.
Yeah. It's just it's crazy. And I am really bad at faking it.
Yeah.
So, Austin Powers, I don't know which one, but Ben Savage from Wonder Years, and he's got the mole, and Austin Powers go, mole. Yeah. That's me. That's me with my eyes. So, like, them females with the duck lips, and they're talking, and I'm trying to hear what they're saying, but I'm just looking at them like, is that a balloon that's about to pop?
Your lip starts quivering like buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm just like, huh?
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you think? And I'm like, I mean, if you're happy, I'm happy. And they're like, I asked you what you wanted from the sandwich shop.
Yeah, that's like any kid that sees a handicapped person.
Yeah.
It's just, they completely throw everything out the window that they've learned in their lives. And
yeah,
they turn into a belligerent.
You know what's crazy too? And now that you bring that up, because that's not a learned behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely like a primitive, like something that's built into.
It's curious because it's different.
Yeah.
Right? And so I know that it's not coming from a malicious place.
Right.
But like, God bless, if I take Ella out in public and she sees like,
yeah. Addie's the same way.
She's asking questions.
Addie's the same way.
And she doesn't ask questions quietly.
I'm doing damage control out there.
Oh, do you know what I do now?
What?
I instantly start talking about everything that I'm seeing. So like as soon as like I see it, I'm like, oh God, here it comes. And then I hear, Daddy, what does? And then I'm like, okay, so over there they got the macaroni and cheese, and then if you look over here, we got clothes, right? And they got. Do you like that pink shirt? I think you would look so good in that pink shirt.
You turn into a tour guide.
Oh, bro! Next thing I know, I got a line of people behind me, dude. They're like, oh my God, I didn't know this place had all this stuff. And then some dude in the back's like, yeah, but where's the batteries?
Yeah, they're trying to tip you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the Empire State Building. We're in Florida. Like, stop, dude. Come on. I'm not a magician.
Yeah,
I keep a rock in my pocket as soon as I see, then I just chuck the rock as hard as I can at the handicapped person. No, I'm just kidding. At anything else as a distraction.
That makes sense.
I don't know why I said that.
It was really bad.
It was just a little
To be expected, though.
redirection. You know what I mean? It's comedy. I'm just trying to shake it up a little bit.
Just trying to make some things happen.
I do not condone any
Violence on
anybody.
Eh.
Anybody except for bus drivers. Stupid bus drivers with kids that read lips.
You ain't with it.
They can get it. The whole bus can get it. But anybody else, all love. It's all love.
So, question. Helen Keller. Okay. Why is that the first reaction?
What were you doing?
I was going to ask a question. What?
What are you doing?
I was going to say.
Why are you doing this?
She was deaf. She was blind.
Mm-hmm.
But she taught herself how to communicate. How? How? How?
Dude, she didn't teach herself how to communicate, okay?
But if all of a sudden you woke up tomorrow and lost...
What does it mean to be dumb? She was blind, deaf, and like she couldn't do like math and stuff?
I think...
Or like, what does that mean?
God, forgive me.
Is that...
No.
That might just be ignorance on my part, but I wasn't being like malicious towards...
No, I think that that was a term used back then that is definitely not appropriate nowadays. I just think it was... I don't think that they knew what to call it. So they just called it...
Dumb, dude? Like, what?
I know, it's fucked up, dude.
What?
But, I mean, she went on to... I feel like she went on to accomplish things and stuff. But, like,
but what was... No, but I'm saying, though, what was done... That's like the two-banger. Like, if you're fucking blind...
Well,
like, back
think
then,
about it.
if you're blind and deaf...
You can't talk.
You're dumb.
You can't talk. You can't see.
Is that
you can't hear.
Wait. So if you can't talk, that was dumb.
Maybe.
I think so, bro.
Maybe.
I think if you can't talk, you're fucking dumb.
Well, you've taken it a little too far now.
No, I'm just saying.
You've taken it... No. And I'm going to tell you why that's not the case. Because...
I didn't say dumb as fuck. I just said...
That's what they called it. But there's kids with, like, autism who are non-verbal.
See, that's...
That would be more appropriate.
Non-verbal. That's what I would like to hear from...
Yeah. So they would say blind, deaf, and non... I feel like this episode... I feel like episode 30 is a huge milestone, and we might not make it.
We won the last case with epidemic sounds, but guess what?
We beat our case. We beat our case.
And
we caught 6 new ones.
It was short-lived.
Yeah, we beat a case and we caught 6 new ones.
Well, listen. I'm fucking dumb and not. I can talk.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm fucking not. I don't have a lot going on up here, right? Especially right now with how everything's going at work. I can't even think straight, dude. I'm out there, dude. It's just bang, 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 bang. I haven't eaten lunch in the last 2 days.
Yeah, I know. You told me, you said I'm drowning. I don't know, like, how much longer I can do this. I don't know what to do. I said, damn, homie. I said, you need help. And you said, meh.
Yes. 3 letters.
Meh.
Meh. I didn't even mean for that. I just said, meh. I fucking Helen Kellered 3 letters, bro. And just sent them. Bump, bump, bump. Fink.
Yeah, dude. It's wild.
And so all that's going on, and then when I get home and it's like quiet, it feels like everything is in like slow motion and my hands are shaking. I feel like I just got back from the war, bro.
That's intense.
And I'm dehydrated. It's wild, dude. So forgive me for fucking, you know what I mean?
Speaking of autism, do you know my favorite movie? One of my favorite movies?
Let me guess. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Hang on. That was wrong. That was a weird answer. Hang on. The Accountant.
Yes!
Huh?
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
What's up? One more.
That's my best friend.
Fuck my rotator cuff.
That's my best friend.
Let's go. Let's go.
Listen.
Huh?
Listen.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Benny.
Go ahead and talk shit about autism if you want.
Yeah, bro.
Motherfucker's dead serious still.
Huh? Benny Fleck.
God bless. What a great movie.
That was a really good movie, dude. When he's like freaking out and he's trying to put the puzzle together, and then like you realize that he's putting it together upside down.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life?
I can't put a puzzle together. Ella asked me.
No, I look at a puzzle and I pass out.
Ella said, Daddy, I have this puzzle. Can you help me, Daddy? And it was 16 pieces, and I got 4 pieces in, and I faked a phone call. I said, babe, I got work. Baby, I got a work call I got to take.
Bro, I would have faked a seizure, dog.
Oh, my
I
God.
can't even think about a puzzle right now, dog.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's life, dude. It's life. It's real life stuff.
That's life.
It's life, dude. I had an interesting conversation with the kids, right? I picked Ella up. I picked Jordan up. We're driving home. Ella says, Daddy, I want to sing you a song. Daddy, I want to sing you a song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Right?
You trying to make me fucking cry?
She made me cry, right? And then instantly after that, she says, now I want to sing it to Jordan because I love Jordan too. So I'm bawling, right? And then Jordan says, hey, Dad, is that one friend coming to stay the night again? Because we were watching a friend of ours' kid. They spent the night here.
Yeah.
And I said, no, buddy, they went home. And he said, just like this, thank God, bro. They were snoring.
Snapped you right back.
So I went from crying to crying tears of laughter because he was just like, good, bro.
Yeah.
And which, when he calls me that, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't your bro.
But this time,
Yeah,
it hit.
but it hit different. You know what I mean? And he was like, good, bro. They be snoring.
Good riddance.
I said, what? He said, yeah. He did just like that. I was dying, dude. I was dying.
Oh, boy. There's nothing worse than trying to make it through the night with a snoring bunkie.
Oh, God. Bro, I had one in the halfway house that damn near killed me.
Yeah.
I almost went on another run just to get away from the snores, dude.
There's not enough tissue in the world to stuff in your ears. It just it slices through the tissue, dog.
It's a different. So you know how there's the senses. There's taste, smell, touch.
Yeah.
That is one of those sounds that hits the fifth sense.
It's all encompassing. It hits all of them plus
Your soul.
the sixth sense.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know if I can explain hatred. Like when somebody's snoring and you can't sleep because they're snoring. That, I think,
You ever just fucking...
I think it's safe to say everybody that's dealt with somebody that snores
Yeah.
has contemplated homicide.
You ever just fucking... You ever hit, like, bust them one? You know what I mean?
The worst I got was I threw my shoe at his head.
Yeah.
One time I had my shoe on the bed, and then I just pretended to be asleep. But there's only us. There's only us two in the room, and it's my shoe.
It's locked.
You know what I mean? And I fucking chuck my shoe, bro, and it's bah! He's like, what the fuck? And I'm laying there like pretending to fucking. I got like my tongue out of my mouth like I'm drooling. You know what I mean? He's like, what the fuck? I know it was you.
You woke up too, like, oh, somebody just hit you with a shoe.
I said, what the? I said, is your stuff here?
Oh, we're under attack.
I said, did they take anything?
The Russians.
You know they don't like us, dude.
So stupid, dude.
You know what I mean? But that's how mad it gets you.
Yeah, bro. I'll punch his up. You know what I mean, dude?
Listen, I know.
I might as well be a CPAP machine because I'm all over that mouth. Sleep apnea, boy. That's what they call me. Clink, clink.
I get so mad because Sierra, when I get sick, like when I get like head cold sick,
Yeah.
she says I snore, and that's the only thing like I debate with her about and like I argue about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I didn't snore.
Nobody ever knows.
I didn't snore.
Yeah.
That's not.
I've never snored a day in my life.
You're just being dramatic.
I'm not Snorlax.
I was just blowing my nose.
I don't even like Pokemon.
You had a bad dream.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you were snoring.
Yeah.
You gotta flip it on her.
Yeah.
And then you have like a video from like months ago.
Well, so one time she tried to get slick. She said, I recorded you. I recorded you snoring. I said, no, you didn't.
She was fishing for a confession with a fake hair.
And she played it, and it was nothing.
Yeah.
It wasn't snoring.
Yeah.
And she's like, I swear it was on there. I say, yeah, it was. And inside, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, dude.
Thank God.
Fucking shout out Jeff Grant. He used to bring the foundation of the house down, my boy. You could hear him from across the house. There was nowhere. We'd have to go camping out back. There's nowhere you can be in the house.
So here's my question. How do people, like...
Live through that?
Yeah. You don't?
What? Live through that?
Yeah.
No. Hey, you remember your first time driving a car? Your
Yeah.
very first time?
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? Because I got a story.
Mine was very simple. I even remember the road it was on. It was on Talavast,
Yeah.
in between Lockwood and Tuttle.
Yeah.
Dodge Intrepid. Okay. Fire truck red.
Dodge
And
Intrepid.
I drove out of the 7-Eleven, and I had 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake,
Of course.
and I was trying to treat it like a race car.
Double pedal.
Yep. And
There's no clutch, but you're
Yep.
you're fucking-
Exactly. And my mom's like, that's not what you do.
Right.
I said, but I got to be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to be ready.
Yeah, what am I?
And it was a lot of this.
Of course.
But there was nothing really like
Nothing eventful.
No.
Nothing to write home about.
No, but I remember it.
All right. Speaking of Mama Patty, so my first time driving a car, my parents had a rental for some reason. They had a rental car. It's like
Okay.
I don't know, maybe
Probably
like
because you were just learning how to drive.
yeah,
so
it's
they-
probably like a 2004 Ford Taurus.
Mm.
Okay, gold,
I had a silver one.
and I had a silver Ford Taurus, an
Love that car.
02.
I love that car.
24 valve dual overhead cam. I don't know what it means, but I love the way it sounds. I felt like Vin Diesel, bro. 24 valve dual overhead.
I totaled that car St. Patty's Day, and luckily I hit the car in front of me so hard that I bounced back and hit the car behind me, and they blamed it on the car behind me.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, dude. And I was full blown junked out. And
Yeah, so you're like,
they-
it was the car behind me.
yeah, and they cut, and I was like, my neck and my back.
Oh.
And then
No,
they cut me a check.
Mm-mm.
Well,
But
no,
you
they-
really hurt yourself for real though.
Yeah, no. But they like the cop was like, hey, dude.
It wasn't like
Well, no, luckily, like I was like, oh, my neck and my back. No, it wasn't insurance.
yeah, it wasn't
No, I got insurance for the car, nothing for the injury.
Who cut you the check?
My insurance company, because
You hurt yourself.
no,
Okay.
because the cop called me out. I said, my neck and my back.
Okay.
He said, dude, I saw you get out of your car and wave your hands.
You're
I was
fine.
2 cars over. Your neck and your back are fine. I said, all right, man, my car's just totaled. I'm pissed.
Fucking dope sick.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you expect
Throw
from
me
me?
a bone, dude.
What do you expect from me, dude?
Yeah.
And he was like,
Yeah.
all right.
So,
Okay.
Ford Taurus.
Yeah. Shout out Ford Taurus, episode 214. We're going to have Ford Taurus on.
Me and my mom get in Henry Ford Taurus. We're going to have him on. Me and my mom get in this Ford Taurus, and we go right around the corner to the Circle K in Venice on Seminole. And we pull in there. She's in the passenger seat. I'm in the driver's seat. We pull in, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Of course.
It's my first time in a vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm 14 years old.
Yep.
Okay. My first time in the driver's seat. And I go to turn into the parking spot, and my mom grabs me by the shirt and screams, "Brake!" So me, what I do is slam my foot down, and it's the gas pedal. Naturally, right? It was a 50-50. That's just a precursor to what the luck in my life would be like. In a 50-50, you know what I mean? If it's raining V's, I get hit with a D. Yeah. So I smashed the gas, bro. And luckily there was those yellow poles in front of the Circle K. I smashed one of these yellow poles so hard, bro. And then my mom, she's like, oh, immediately I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I'm like crying.
Yeah.
She's like, switch seats with me real quick. So she like jumps out. What a G. People are looking at her. She's like, fucking mind your own fucking business. Switches seats with me. We try to pull out, bro. The bumper's like wrapped around the pole. So it's like, it rips the bumper off the car. It's dragging. We drive back. And my dad, oh my God, bro. He came out, he was so pissed, dog. And he's like, Luke, get in the fucking house. So I look up, I'm like, he's gonna kill me, right? I'm peeking through the window, and he's out there rubbing dirt on the bumper so that he could cover for me. Damn. And that's, you know what I mean?
Shortly after my first time driving, probably because you had your learner's permit for a year.
Yeah.
I was probably 6 months in. I went to back out of the garage. I hit one of these. Drove into the shower. Straight into. I hit the wall. This is the fucked up part. No
confusion.
This is the fucked up part. My stepdad was at work. My mom was home with me. I go to back out. I hit the wall, right?
Yeah.
And the wall of the garage has got drywall and shit.
Yeah.
My mom said, back up. I back up. Luckily, somehow, there was no real damage to the car, right? And she's like, shit. She's like, hop in the passenger seat. Go to Home Depot. My mom gets some spackle. Some do the wall all up by the time my stepdad gets home, right? He comes home, pulls in the garage. Comes in. He's like, hey. He's like, how was your day? Oh, good. Mom's cooking. Hey, sweetie. He's like, all right. He goes in his bathroom.
No.
I said, we hit the wall, and we covered the wall in the garage. On the other side of the wall was the tiles to the bathroom shower. Completely caved in. Completely caved in, dude. Completely caved in. Couldn't believe it. I said, we had a good run, Mom.
Yeah, we you know,
we had a good run.
We did our best.
All in all, he was impressed with the spackle job.
The drywall and spackle. Yeah.
I mean, that was the least expensive of the damage. Had to retile the whole shower.
When you learn how to do tile. That's a good trade to know.
Oh, man. Have you seen the YouTube videos of how they make tile?
How they make them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's how they make them, but you're talking about like the ones in India?
The artisan ones?
Yeah, bro. Those are fire. Yeah.
Just some OG Indian dude.
Yeah.
Just in there pouring up the mix.
He's been doing it his whole life.
God bless.
And he's mastered it.
God bless him. So if 10,000 hours makes you a master, what about 40 years? What's that make you?
A grandmaster. Is that 10,000 hours?
I think 10,000 hours is what they say makes you a master.
How much flight time do you need to be a pilot? 10,000 hours? No. It seems like a lot, dude. 10,000 hours seems like a lot of time.
It is.
24.
Well, maybe not, because 10 days would be 240.
240.
So times that by 4 would be 1,000 times 10. I mean, yeah, it's a long fucking time.
Yeah.
10,000 hours equals long fucking time.
Yeah, nobody's like doing 10,000 hours straight.
No. Well, you might have had a time or two on the old methamphetamines.
I was just thinking about that.
10K straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Accomplished absolutely nothing.
Nope. Except a bunch of felonies.
I'd be up for 10,000 hours straight and be less than square one at the end of that 10,000.
Yep.
Negative square 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's that.
And that's that. Real facts.
Yeah, I've never had the patience or the willingness to master anything.
I think I've mastered windshield replacements.
Yeah, how about them recals, though?
You want to fucking fight? You want to have a fist fight?
Nope. But I was going to say we're about 47 minutes in and you haven't threatened to punch me in the face, so we made it this long.
Body shots only.
I don't know if there's ever been anything that I have loved to do so much that I was willing to put 10,000 hours in, and that's really sad to say.
Except for getting high.
I was terrible at that.
Well,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I could.
Yeah, by any means.
Yeah, and I could, you know what I mean? In the, like that.
Right.
I remember when the cops kicked in my hotel door, the door's getting kicked in. I'm in the bathroom as the cops are busting down the bathroom door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was good at that.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That is sad.
I enjoy cooking, but I don't think I got 10,000 hours in cooking. But I cook.
I wonder...
You probably have spent some time drawing.
I wonder if I've had 10,000... I've definitely had 10,000 hours of replacing windshields in like 3 days.
Well, definitely 10,000 hours of driving, for sure.
So I've mastered driving a beat-up Nissan van.
Listen, when you came to my work to replace that windshield, and you opened the back of your van...
What'd you think?
Depression.
You thought that was the first initial reaction, was depression.
Chaos, depression.
Yeah.
That was what your van symbolized.
That's kind of like what I'm...
There was 37 windshields.
Mm-hmm.
There was garbage everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There was glue on random walls in
glue
random spots.
on stuff. Glue on stuff.
I will tell you this, though. It smelled pretty good.
I started using a different air freshener.
Whatever it is, it's working.
White North. Usually I go with black
ice.
How did you know?
White North.
White North.
The direct competitor, the yin to the yang?
I did it. I went both.
Wow.
I went both. I said, maybe it will neutralize everything and make it not smell at all like anything.
Do you remember that one time you had insects in your car?
I was just talking to a lady about that today.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm sorry my car's a mess. And I was like, listen, lady.
You want to see my van?
You have no idea the type of stuff that I've seen out here.
Oh, I bet.
Okay. I saw a human shit, in a floorboard one time.
Human shit?
Human shit. Guess what?
What?
Guess what happened before I saw it?
What?
I smelled it. I smelled it and I looked for it.
And
I smelled it. I opened the door. I said, that's human shit. That's human shit. That's not an animal shit. There's a distinct smell. I said, that's human shit. And then I looked over and I said, oh, wow, that's human shit. It is.
I worked at Leroy Selman's and I had this table with this older man and his wife. And I started going over to the table, and towards the end, like when I was taking them their check, I smelled shit. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, somebody ate too much. They're ripping ass. And he got up to leave, and there was shit on the seat.
Dookies.
Which I don't understand because he was wearing pants. So,
Right.
like, how did the shit get through the pants in solid form?
Yeah, what type of Navy SEAL turd is this thing, dude?
And his wife taps me on the shoulder, and she said, he shit. I'm so sorry, honey. And they walked out.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Tell me what you said one more time.
He shit, honey. I'm so sorry.
And then walked out.
And then walked out. That was it. And then I go to the manager and I said, hey, I'm going to need you to get somebody because
he shit, honey. So sorry.
dude shit at my table, right? And he said, what do you mean? I said, he shit on his chair. There is shit on the chair. I am not cleaning up the shit. And he said, okay. He said, I understand that, and that's unfortunate. I'm sorry, but that's your table, your responsibility, right? And so I quit.
Yeah.
I quit.
Well,
I quit.
it's either that or...
I quit.
Right.
I quit.
Yes, I didn't sign up for this guy.
I quit. One time, and this is a 1,000% true story. So, I think I've told you, fresh out of rehab, the first time I was hooking up with a girl in rehab, also super smart idea, and she was living with my now wife,
Right.
and her boyfriend at the time,
Right.
and she asked her, she's like, hey, can we take your car, go get his stuff from the rehab, right? And so she's like, yeah, absolutely. And she was driving, I want to say it was like a Chevy Cavalier. It was a 4-door white hoopty, right? And my wife was in active addiction, an absolute hurricane, stuff everywhere. She had a thing. You know how there's people that have like weird things that they do?
Yeah.
She
We've talked about
built furniture. That was
wow.
Like she would buy the dressers.
Yeah.
And there at one point in our apartment there was 13 dressers.
Yeah.
I woke up at 3:30 in the morning to banging, and I came out and she was in the bathroom building a dresser. I said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I got to build this dresser." And I said, "Oh, the other 12 aren't good enough?"
I gotta build
what I mean?
this dresser.
Anyways, so her car was an absolute wreck.
Yeah.
Didn't think anything of it. We go to the rehab, and you know where the rehab's located? Not in the best part of town. You know what I mean?
Skid Row.
And we leave there, and the chick I was dating turned down a wrong road, a dead end. So we go down, we turn around, cops.
Of course.
Pull us over. They're like, oh, what's your name? Blah, blah, where are you coming from? I said, actually, I just commenced rehab.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm clean. Just commenced rehab. So, like, that's like the first time in my life that I'm like,
Yeah.
you never catch me alive, you see? Like you, copper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll piss right now.
Yeah. And they pull her out. They pull me out. They find out whose car it is. They call Sierra. And the cop says, hey, your friend picked up a known drug addict who has a record, and we think we see some paraphernalia in the car, right? And they tell us that they're going to search the car because they think there's paraphernalia, and I said, go for it, right?
Yeah.
Cop pulls out this orange chunk.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm so sorry. I said, what? He said, I thought it was chore boy, which is what people use to, put in a pipe to smoke crack.
You were like, nah, what?
Yeah. And
For real?
And I was like, oh, what is it? And he said, it's a quarter of a croissant.
And now I'm hungry.
And I said, and this is when I got brazen with the cop.
Yeah.
I said, you're going to call her roommate and tell her.
Told him what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell her that you were wrong because this makes me look bad.
Yeah, you said, here's the play now.
Yeah.
Here's what happens now.
Yeah. Because you just made a whole scene over a crusty croissant.
Yeah.
If you was hungry, I'd have bought you a croissant.
Right.
So what are we going to do? And it kind of went back and forth. And the chick I was dating ended up spazzing. And she had a little bit of a crazy streak. So, like, she could get them crazy eyes.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And the cop was like, all right. And, hi, Miss Sierra, I'm so sorry. It was not drug paraphernalia like I thought it was. It was a croissant.
He did it.
Yeah. And so, shout out the cop who thought it was drug paraphernalia, but it was a croissant, and called and apologized.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, dude. And that's that. Now I'm hungry.
I'm starving, dude. I haven't eaten.
Since when?
Wanda made me a half a handful.
Arroz con pollo.
No.
Oh.
No, mine would be salchicha.
Salchicha.
Yeah.
Chicharrones.
Arroz con salchicha. No, she made me a half a handful of mini corn dogs.
God.
Fucking,
God bless.
you know what I mean? What do you...
Yeah, sometimes
What?
you gotta dine and dash, dude.
Oh, dude,
You've been nonstop.
you know what I mean? If I could have today, I would have blended blended up a glizzy and mainline that thing, dude. I was so hungry.
Oh my God, I almost sent it to you, but I know you've been trying to do good with eating, and so like I didn't want to send it to you, but it was this giant hamburger patty. Okay,
I love it. Let's go get something to eat.
cheese,
Yeah.
cut in half glizzies on top, more cheese, another patty, cheese, more glizzies, cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, special sauce on the bun.
What kind of sauce?
It was a special. I don't even know.
What kind of sauce was special? What kind of sauce was it?
It was just that special sauce. I don't know. And it was massive, dude. It was massive. And it was this big old thing. And he cut it and he split it open. And then it was the end of the video. And I was so sad.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you are right now.
Yeah. I'm so hungry, dude.
And that's
So
that.
hungry, bro.
Episode 30. We're hungry. Hungry hippos.
Oh, I'm so hungry I could eat the ass end out of a huckleberry.